What's what's up, everybody? This is my didn't promote it because I just kind of want to see what's gonna happen. If nobody comes, then I guess I just have to catch y'all on restream, whoever hits the replay. But what I want to deal with is this whole Michael B. Jordan situation. Michael B. Jordan goes overseas to Italy. He's having the time of his life with women who don't look like us, basically, right? Women are all up in arms about it. So much so that the Shade Room has picked it up, and it's all type of comments from black women just mad as fuck about the whole situation. Here's my thing. Black women and just people in general need to stop worrying about people who not worried about them. That's y'all problem. For the two people sitting here, let me know if y'all can hear me good or not. If y'all can't, let me know. But anyway, you got a lot of people worried about people that's not worried about them. Half of y'all will never scratch that, not even half. 99.99% of y'all will never ever meet this man in real life. Never gonna meet Michael B. Jordan a day in your life. Now I know you real attracted to him. I know that he can be easy on y'all's eyes, I guess, and shit like that, which is none of my business. But the thing is, he not concerned about you. So because he's not concerned about you, you shouldn't be this upset about what the fuck he got going on with his dating situation. And not only is 99.99% of y'all never gonna meet him, but even if 99.99% of y'all did meet him, he wouldn't want to fuck with y'all anyway. Now, I know that sounds harsh, and I'm not trying to shit on nobody, but I mean, shit. I'm a big Carrie Hilson fan, but I know she wouldn't fuck with me. So guess what? If she go and fuck with somebody else that might be another skin color or something like that, I'm not gonna get mad about it because it's not me anyway. Like, I'm not worried about somebody that's not worried about me. I'm only concerned about people who are concerned about me. Which brings me back to part of the reason why I didn't really promote this live stream I'm doing right now. I'm trying to see who's fucking with me. I'm not trying to send out the link to the live to try to beg people to come here. I want to see how I've done so far as like who's expecting me to make content for them and who's waiting for the content. Those are the people who will come in right now or check me out on the restream. I make content for people who rock with me. And the same should go for dating situations. Only be concerned about men who are checking for you. If the dude ain't checking for you, don't worry about what he got going on with somebody else. You got a lot of black women out here who get so mad and upset when a guy who they've never met in their life, never will meet in their life, goes and talk to a white woman. What does it matter? He's not worried about you. He doesn't even know that you exist. And here's another thing. We always want to expect things from other people that we can't bring to the table, right? So let me tell you what I mean by that. A lot of y'all think Michael B. Jordan is like up here, way up here on the totem pole as far as attractiveness, right? So deep in thought, I'm gonna need you to comment that again. Okay, I see people always wanting content for a brother once they exactly my brother. They want to wait and see if you gonna blow up first, and then they gonna try to act like they was fucking with you the whole time. So that was a good comment. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, you have a lot of women and men do it too. I can't let y'all off the hook. Men do it too. Y'all want to expect things from people that y'all can't bring to the table. So these women who are in love with Michael B. Jordan, they love the fact that he has this, he got a good physique, he's well put together and all this type of stuff. But are you well put together? Are you taking care of your body? Or are you subpar? as far as your appearance and how you keep yourself up, how you take care of your body, your hygiene. Is all that in order on your end? This is the type of shit that people don't want to talk about. This is taboo TV, baby. We not shying away from shit that's gonna hurt people's feelings because I'm about trying to help people get better. So you got women who want this perfect man, who they feel like is this perfect man, not only physically but monetarily and all that type of shit too. They want that in a man, but they're not even half of that as a woman, not even half of it. And that's the fucked up thing about it. I think a lot of people, and again, men do it too, we ask for things that we can't bring to the table. Now, these same women who are complaining about who Michael B. Jordan is dating, they got a dude right down the street at their job, at their school, somebody they see all the time that is very much interested in them. Not only interested in them, but probably, excuse me, I probably would give them the world if they could. But they're not interested in that guy because he's not packaged the right way. Now, it's fine to have high expectations for a partner as long as you own your shit, as long as you are in the same way, like as long as you can deliver what it is you asking for, the sky can be the limit for your expectations. But like my man Sam just said, he said, what did he say? He said they feel entitled but won't work to be the person deserving of it. That's exactly it. That's the problem, man. You don't want to bring to the table the shit that you asking for. So when the dude that you want ain't interested in you, now you upset. You're upset that he's going for someone that he feels is on his level. It's levels to this shit, man. And I gotta talk to the guys too. Y'all do the same thing with women. Y'all will talk all day long about how y'all wanted to have a fat ass, a pretty face. You wanted to have all this shit going for. But what are you doing? What have you done for yourself? And it's a little bit different for men. And I'm gonna go into it. You know, I got a video about what attracts men. I try to help the ladies out, letting them know what men like and how they can get a man to chase them and shit like that. And I'm gonna get on my shit as far as like making that type of content for women. But hell, we here right now. I'll talk about it a little bit right now. For men, it's a little bit different because we don't actually have to have looks. Women gotta have looks. If they don't have the looks, they pretty much fucked. They can have everything else. Somebody like, I don't mean to, offend her in any way, but take the woman who played Precious, right? She could have millions of dollars. She could be as successful as she want to be, but she gonna have a hard time attracting the dude that she wants, and that's just what it is. But for men, we just gotta be on our shit. We have to present ourselves well. We gotta make some moves in our lives, make some money and shit like that. And as long as we got a little game, a little swag, we know how to dress and shit like that, we can pretty much pull almost anything we want. Unless it's just a girl who feels we are the exact opposite of what her type is, then we pretty much don't have a chance there. But for the most part, man, if you own your shit and your shit is together, you can get most of the women that you desire. And that's just what it is. But the thing is, a lot of y'all dudes who require this shit of women, require all these things out of women, y'all ain't on y'all shit. Women love resources. They love security and protection. They want somebody to provide and protect. And it don't even matter if she looking for a monogamous relationship. Even if she just looking for something casual, she still don't really want to fuck with no bum ass nigga. That's just what it is. If anybody want to argue that, I would like to see what your roster of females look like. If you feel like you could just be a bum ass nigga, not be about shit and pull all these bad bitches, it's not gonna happen. And that's what a lot of y'all be doing. Y'all will. I know it sound like I'm ranting right now, but this shit kind of got me hot. Like I was looking at Michael B. Jordan actually do a live video. He did a live video responding to all the backlash that he had been getting. The Shade Room had posted something about it, and y'all can actually go check it out, man. They was like going in, and even on the comment section of his live video, it was a lot of women just killing him for the fact that he had went overseas and was messing with white women. He it was kind of funny because he went in. He was like, "Look, man, I'm in Italy. It's a European country. It's not a lot of black people over here. That's where he wanted to go. He wanted to go to Europe to have a good time, and it's not a lot of black women over there. But that's pretty much what he was trying to explain, and the fact that he felt like he had to explain, the fact that he felt like he had to come on and defend himself like that, lets you know how serious these women was coming at him, man. Like they was really going in. And I'm like, dude, can a dude that you've never met in your life, a dude that you've only seen on a TV screen, this dude, for all you know, could just be a figment of your imagination. You've never physically been in this guy's presence, and who he's dating is having that much of an effect on you. We be worried about the wrong shit, man. We be worried about the wrong shit, man. We spend too much time concerned about shit that don't concern us. Every second, every minute, every hour that you spend on some shit that don't concern you, you're taking away from time you could be spending on bettering yourself. Man, better yourself. If you better yourself, then you can widen your pool of dating options. Now, that's not going to be the one and only thing that should motivate us to, do better, but we have to think about ourselves first. We got to think about ourselves first and think about the people who are concerned about us. So that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Man, worry about who worried about you. Because if you do that, these are the people that are going to help you grow. These are the people that's going to help you reach the next level. Let me read this comment that just came up here. I think that was deep in thought again. He says, "Thing is, there's only pussy bring brought to the table. Okay, there's only pussy being brought to the table at times. Right? They only bringing pussy to the table. But I'm a firm believer that a fair exchange is no robbery. But I do understand where you're coming from as far as women would. Right. So basically, what he's saying is you got a lot of women who come to the table with pussy and nothing else. And here's something I actually, because I was on O'Shea's show last night, and I kind of touched on this a little bit. Y'all put pussy on such a high pedestal that y'all will allow a woman who only brings pussy to the table, y'all give her the world in exchange for just giving y'all pussy. Like it's not a billion other bitches out there with a pussy. It's like, as a matter of fact, I was saying this too. I was saying this as well on the show. I was kind of like, she gonna start out, she gonna fuck you real good if she feels like you're going to be there for her and give her resources and stuff like that in exchange for her pussy, she give you a whole lot of it in the beginning, whole lot of it. But a lot of brothers, after they get married, they complain about not getting sex. So what I was kind of pointing out was, as time goes on, you're giving more and she's giving less. Like, you're giving her resources, you giving her a place to stay, you paying all the bills, you take care of the kids, you taking care of everything, and she's not even really fucking you like that. But it's partly your fault. It's really your fault because all you required of her was pussy to begin with. You was just happy to be fucking somebody. You was just happy to be in a woman's presence, a beautiful woman's presence who was willing to give you her body. That was enough for you. You didn't look for any other red flags. You didn't see if she had some shit going on that would be detrimental to a relationship. You didn't do any of that. You was like, oh man, I got this pretty bitch giving me head, so I'm gonna give her everything because I don't know if I can get this shit anywhere else. That's your problem, man. You gotta know within yourself what you worth and that you can replace any woman that you with. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's really going to get a woman to respect you. If she don't believe that you can go anywhere else, if she don't believe you can get another woman, she gonna treat you any kind of way. She probably end up cheating on you and all types of shit. I know I'm getting off topic. I know I'm getting off the Michael B. Jordan topic, man. I might even end up changing the title of this video, but that shit had just led me down this path because what you have is, like I was saying before, a bunch of people concerned about shit that don't concern them, concerned about people that ain't worried about them. You got to work on yourself. But I'm gonna go ahead and segue into something else that I was thinking too. Black Male Advice TV. He goes by Ringo TV Raw. I actually love his channel. He be speaking some real shit. Like if y'all don't already know about this dude, type in Black Male Advice TV in your search engine right now and check him out. You talking about some raw, hard hitting shit. Don't give a fuck how you feel. That's him even more than me, and I'm hard hitting with my shit. But anyway, he made a video about how all these IG girls, a lot of them are really dudes in disguise. A lot of them are transsexuals. And I kind of want to say this to that. Because I know that video probably got a lot of dudes scared about talking to girls over social media and shit like that and going to certain places and worried about being fooled into fucking with a transgender. Check this out, man. If you, let me hold that thought. I'm going to read this comment. But then when we as women wait to give it up, we still get left out to dry. I want to give myself to one person. I want to take care of someone and have it mutual. But a lot of men are playing the field. I'm going to deal with that. I study ENT. Don't let me forget that. But what I was saying was that, matter of fact, I don't even remember what I was saying. So let me go ahead and deal with that right now. So what you're saying is a lot of women get left out to dry because dudes like to play the field. Well, I hate to break it to you, but a lot of dudes that are playing the field now were once men who wanted to be exclusive with one woman. There you go, deep in thought. That's what I was saying. I was talking about Ringo. So don't let me forget that. Let me go ahead and finish what I was saying to her. Um, Basically, a lot of these guys, they wanted to be monogamous with one woman, but they ran into some women that kind of fucked them over. And I'm not saying it's an excuse for men to, play women, but I personally feel that it makes more sense for a man to worry about himself first and play the field. I think men should play the field until they feel like they've built their empire enough to bring a woman and a family into it. Because if you try to, bring a woman into your situation while you building yourself up, what can happen is you could lose focus on what you're doing. And then in losing focus in what you're doing, you get off track, you never accomplish your goals, and you find out the woman was a snake. At least if you build yourself up first and then find a woman, if you find out the bitch is a snake, you already then accomplished what you set out to accomplish, and you can just dismiss her. And then you'll hear concepts like these with people like MGTOW and shit like that. Yeah, that's MGTOW. If you ain't never heard of it, I got a homework assignment for you. I study. Go look up MGTOW and watch the videos, and what you'll see is they are extreme with their thinking now. I give you that. I don't subscribe to most of the shit they say because they say a lot of shit that is like, damn, bro, it's not that bad. But there is a lot of truth into what they're saying as far as like the shit that women be doing that be like real fucked up, that be making men not want to marry and shit. Go check them out, and then you'll see why from that why a lot of men are just like wanting to play the field. But I thank you, deep in thought, for reminding me of where I was going with that Ringo thing. So these IG girls, right? These IG girls, or they say it about girls in Atlanta or stuff like that. Like a lot of them don't be girls. A lot of them don't be women. A lot of them ain't born women. A lot of them are trannies. And I don't want to, shit on anybody who lives that lifestyle. I'm talking to straight men who want to deal with women who were born as women. It's not offensive for a man to say he would rather deal with a woman who was born with the vagina. Anyway, what Ringo was saying in his video is that a lot of these girls we praise on IG, a lot of these girls that that we even see out in the street sometimes, a lot of them are men. A lot more of them are men than you think. And he even told a story about a friend of his who was dealing with a particular person who we thought was a female. It was real fucked up. After this, I'm gonna try to see if I don't really know how this shit work, but I'm gonna see if I can take the link to that video and link it in the description box. But he told a story where basically a dude that he know was dealing with who he thought was a woman, and he just talking to her for months, then gave him head. They never actually fucked, but he was like getting head from this person, and then he goes to the family of that person. I guess they went to the person's house, and it was around the family, and he was telling them like, "Yo, I really like your daughter. I really like your sister," and they was like, "Hold up, daughter, sister, man, that's my brother." And it was like, whoa, I was like, damn. So the whole time he thought he was dealing with somebody's sister, when it was really somebody's brother. But here's the plot twist. Here's what you didn't expect. He didn't stop fucking with him after he found out that it was a dude, because he felt like I done already been sexual with this person and shit like that, and he just continued to deal with the person, and he wasn't even ashamed about it because he felt like he was too far gone. Well, here's how you can dead all of that shit as a straight man. Here's how you can dead ever getting fooled by a transgender. Y'all need to appreciate natural women. Appreciate women who were born with what the fuck they got. Because let me tell you something right now. All these big asses you see sticking out, and all these big ass titties that you see sitting perfectly and shit, all that shit is nice. But when a woman gets that shit done, understand that a man can do the same thing. That $10,000 that she paid to get that shit done, he can do the same thing. That weave that she put in her head, he can do the same thing. All of that shit that we appreciate about women that makes them attractive to us, if any of it is manufactured by a woman, understand that a man can do those same things. And as far as weave, I don't have an issue with weave. If it looks right on your head, go ahead and wear it. That's not an indicator of whether or not you're dealing with a man. So I don't want nobody to come here thinking I'm shitting on women who wear weave. But what I'm saying is you gotta appreciate women who have what they have naturally. Because let me tell you something. Men and women biologically just are not the same. Like Kiki Crawford, who just put a comment there, she has an amazing ass. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. She has probably the most amazing ass I've ever seen. Ain't no man born with no ass like she got. You can't find a man who's like built straight up and down and then curved like that. We not built like that. If a man is gonna have that, he has to get it done by a doctor. He has to. He's not gonna have that naturally. And then when you talk about facial shit like that, like makeup and then getting lips and nose and shit like that, if a woman doesn't look the way that she feels like she should look, if she doesn't look pretty to herself, like if she can't look in the mirror and be like, "Damn, I look good" naturally without doing nothing to herself, and that's not somebody 9 times out of 10 that I would personally want to deal with. That's just my personal preference. But like going back to what I was saying, it's a dangerous game to really be interested in women or who you think are women who get a lot of shit done to themselves. When they get shit done to themselves, anybody can do that. I can take the same $10,000 that this person took and go pay for that same service from this doctor. And that's where y'all be getting fucked up at, man. Y'all be falling for these girls who got shit done to them by doctors, and you find out it's a dude and you surprised. Well, that's kind of what the dude has to do in order to compete. If he's gonna be, cause make no mistake about it, these transgender dudes, who turn themselves into women, they're not looking for gay men. They're not looking for gay men. They looking for you. They looking for your heterosexual ass. They want you just like women want you. So they're gonna compete with them by getting shit done. Any transgender who fools a man, a straight man, into being attracted and doing sexual things with them, that dude has to go to the doctor to get his shit done. He has to get made up. He has to do this shit to the nose, probably do shit to the lips. If you got Adam's apple, he got to get that shit removed. He has to have shit done. You're not gonna be fooled by a man who hasn't done anything to himself. You know, you're not gonna be fooled into a bedroom situation with a man who ain't seen no doctor. The only time you get fucked up is when you deal with bitches or bitches who you think is bitches. The only time you get fooled up with people like that is if you fuck around with people who get shit done. Natural is the best. And for me, I go ahead and talk about my type, man. My type, I love natural hair. I like big natural hair. It could be locks, whatever it is. I like for that shit to grow out of her head. I don't like her to be caked up with makeup, man. I like her to be, secure in what she looks like without all the enhancements. And then as far as the body, she ain't gotta have them perky titties sitting up like that. She ain't gotta have all that. And she ain't gotta have the biggest ass in the world. But man, her naturally, she gotta look good naturally. If she gotta have shit added to her, I don't really want to deal with that, you know. And one of the things you need to look for, as far as like the ass is concerned, if you really want to know like if she had her ass done or not, two things you can look for. One, do her thighs match? Do her thighs match that ass? Matter of fact, Cardi B said it in one of her songs. I think it was a She Bad song. She was talking about how girls' thighs don't be matching their ass. That's what it is. If a girl got a real big ass, but she kind of got like skinny thighs, or it looked like her thighs too slim to naturally have that ass, man, that's a red flag. And I don't know why niggas think that shit look good anyway. Because I like thighs just as much as I like ass. Matter of fact, thighs is my favorite part of the chicken. That's another story for another day. But thighs are important. If her thighs don't match her ass, red flag. Another thing, it's gotta move. The shit gotta jiggle. Now I know what some of y'all gonna say in an argument against that is that, well, if you had the ass implant for a long enough time, it'll start to jiggle and shit. And that's true, but still her thighs gotta match. So if you looking at both, if you looking at whether or not her thighs match and does it move as she moves, we don't want cars with spinning rims that the rims keep spinning even when the car stopped. No, you don't want to do that. You don't want that. You want that shit to move as she moves. And if it don't, you're gonna have issues. You're gonna have issues. And as far as like I was saying about makeup and stuff like that, that's cool and all, but you gotta see the real thing at some point. At some point, you just gotta see the real thing. And I feel internally, and anybody can come in and tell me if I'm wrong or not. But women who would like rather not do all the makeup, I'm not talking about little shit on the lips or maybe a little eyeliner here and there. I'm talking about I'm talking about like all the foundation, all the puffs on the side of the face. If a woman doesn't feel like she has to do all that, I feel like that's a more confident woman. I feel like that's a more secure woman, more secure in herself. I feel like that's a woman who don't need me to tell her she's beautiful 10 times a day. So I mean, not only the external but internal as well. I think women who feel they don't need enhancements are to me more attractive. Now, if y'all disagree, that's y'all. But if y'all do disagree, understand that if you like women who have enhancements done to them, you run the risk of running into a transgender. And they ain't all gonna be honest with you. A lot of them be lying. A lot of them will act like they're a woman, and then when they get down to it and it's too late, then they'll tell you. If that. You done had niggas get killed behind that shit. But not to go off on too much of a tangent on that. Again, check out my man Black Male Advice TV. He goes by Ringo TV Raw. As I can tell by the comments here, I know that some people are familiar with him. Deep in Thought actually said that he is familiar with that channel. And do I have an IG? Yes, I do. Matter of fact, Kiki, are you still in here? Are you still in here, Kiki? If you are, can you go ahead and type my, because I can't get to it right now. I'm gonna do a better job of this on the next live that I do. But if you can, Kiki, go ahead and put my Instagram name on. Type it in there. It's taboo TABOOO double underscore TV, and that's my Instagram. But I kind of want to go back to the Michael B. Jordan thing, which is why I started this live to begin with. All the women who are, complaining about him dealing with white women, complaining about him going over into Europe and dealing with white women, and the fact that they aren't they aren't concerned about people who are concerned about them. And I want y'all thoughts on that. If y'all still in here, I want to see what y'all think about that. How do y'all feel about black men going and talking to white women? Does it upset you? How does it make you feel? If anybody want to speak on that, I got a preference for black women myself, but I don't shit on people if they have a different preference. But I want to know how y'all feel about that. Are these women justified in going in on him the way that they did? Because the shit was crazy. Yeah, two underscores. Make sure y'all put two underscores. Thank you, Sam, for also posting that down there. Yeah, I want to see y'all thoughts about that though. Are these women justified in going in on him the way that they did? No man is wrong for their preference. No woman is wrong for their preference. Now that's the type of shit I like to see. That's the type of people I want following this channel. He seems like the type of person. His name is Vernon Parker Jr. Yeah, shout out to you because you sound like somebody who will let people live. Because you gotta let people live. You can't force your preferences and what you would do on other people. That's really stupid to me. And Sam, same thing with you. Shout out to you. You are the type that would also say, I'd rather let somebody live than to try to force, what I believe in on other people. And that's how I am. That's how everybody should be like. Because at the end of the day, you can't control the thoughts and actions of other people. And anybody who knows me personally knows that that's like a mantra I live by. That's something I say all the time. I'm not going to sit up here and get upset because you believe something differently than I do. Like you can believe whatever you want to believe. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you're not hurting people, deceiving people. As long as you're not, fucking with people, you can do what you want to do because it's kind of a wild goose chase to try to get people to believe what you believe, agree with the shit that you think. As a matter of fact, even with this channel, like I put a lot of content up here that I know will probably ruffle feathers, but I can do that because I'm secure in my opinion on that subject. People can think whatever they think about what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, is these are my thoughts. This is what I believe, and you're not gonna make me change that because you disagree with me or you mad because I think the way that I think. We spend so much energy. So let's talk about energy right now. We put energy into the wrong shit. You put so much energy into trying to get somebody to think how you want them to think. So much energy into getting people to do the things that you think. And then really, if you look at the world around you, think about if everybody thought the same way. If everybody believed we should do all the same things and there's one uniform way of doing everything. Is that a world you want to live in? Is that interesting to you at all? Everybody believes everything that you believe. Everybody does everything that you do. The only thing that drives me to keep going, the only thing that even makes me interested in living this life, to be honest with you, is learning new shit, experiencing new things, and seeing, new people and seeing what those new people, can bring to the table as far as their thoughts and what they believe and how they do shit. Because I don't want to be around a bunch of people who do everything exactly the way that I do. And we put too much energy, way too much energy into trying to get people to do what we do and think how we think. As a matter of fact, that is a very good segue into, excuse me, Excuse me, y'all. Very good segue into a book that I'm writing right now. It's called The 10 Commandments of the Secretly Promiscuous Woman. So, I know I'm going to get judged just off the title of that book. And if a woman decides to pick the book up, she might get judged for reading it. But it's whatever. My thing is this: you have a lot of women and men too. Everybody, most people are polygamous by nature. Most people deal with multiple people. I mean, anybody here in the chat, if there are any virgins in the chat, anybody that has slept with less than 3 people in their life, you can go and put a 1 in the comment section if that describes you. But I know most adults past 24, 25 years old, that's just not the case. So I'm not going to write a book and say, oh, well, you shouldn't sleep with all these men. You should only sleep with one person and get married and shit. I'm not gonna waste my time doing that because a woman who don't want to do that, she ain't gonna do that. She gonna fuck who she wanna fuck. Like my man Alan Roger Curry says. Alan Roger Curry, if you watch a lot of his shit, he get down to the nitty gritty of what he talking about with the true nature of women. He always say women gonna fuck who they wanna fuck. You ain't gonna be able to stop it. So you might as well let them do it. So I wrote this book on that premise that women are gonna do what they wanna do anyway. So here's how you can do it effectively. Here's how you can play society's game, not get caught up in what not get you. I don't want you to get caught up in what society wants you to be. I want you to be who you want to be, but play society's game at the same time. If society wants you to be a wholesome woman, go ahead and show them that. Go ahead and show them that. But on the low, and unfortunately, you just have to do it on the low because women get shitted on. They really get shitted on for being promiscuous. They really lose their bid for the husband that they want for being promiscuous. But go ahead and and if you coming in the video, go ahead and like the video. I got 6 people watching, 5 likes. I know it's not a lot, but again, it's my first live. I didn't promote it. But you gotta be with dudes, and this is one of the commandments. I don't want to spit out too much details before I release it, but you gotta be with dudes that ain't gonna judge you and ain't gonna put your business out there. As long as you do that, man, make sure obviously you ain't catching STDs and shit like that. But as long as you do all of that, man, go do you. Don't let these motherfuckers tell you that you can't sleep with this guy or you can't sleep with that guy. I can't wait to get that book out to y'all because it's gonna help somebody. It's gonna help a woman who is made to feel bad about the decision she makes. It's gonna help her to know that it's somebody out there, and it's a bunch of people out there that are just like her, and there's a bunch of people out there also who ain't gonna judge her, who is gonna let her live, who is gonna let her do her. And I got a video too called "Why Do Hoes Judge Hoes?" And by the way, I don't really like the concept of that word because it's kind of insulting for no reason. I think I said those exact words in that video. But you got dudes that talk shit about women who sleep around, and they didn't slept with you know Keisha, Sarah, Laura. They just slept with all these bitches. But let a woman sleep with 5 dudes and she's out of there. Like she is no chance of him getting with her in a committed relationship or anything like that. Even though he done slept with 100 times as many women as this chick has slept with men. That's crazy to me. But in that same video, I don't let women off the hook either. I talk about how women be judging other women too. Like women who are promiscuous, they will judge other women who are also promiscuous. And I posed a question. I was like, all y'all who like to talk shit about Amber Rose, Kim K, Superhead, all y'all who like to talk shit about them, they have something to show for their promiscuity. The body count that they have, the shit that they've done with men, they got a net worth to show for that. You've done the same things that they've done. You slept with the same amount of men that they have, if not low, if not more, but you ain't got shit to show for it. Now, am I telling you to be a prostitute? No, I'm not telling you to do that. But you really should shut the fuck up if you're doing the same shit somebody else is doing. Again, it goes back to what I was saying about letting somebody live. You worried about shit that don't concern you. You worried about people that ain't worried about you. And that's why so many people ain't successful, man. So many people ain't got shit going on in their life because you spend a third or a quarter of your day worried about what the fuck somebody else is doing. We need to quit doing that. Like for real, for real. We got so many people out here that will all day, like they literally be on social media all day long talking about somebody else, what somebody else is doing, or what somebody else ain't doing. Well, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? When you on social media commenting on somebody else shit, what you doing? You sitting just like this with a phone in your hand doing nothing. You ain't making no money. You ain't making no moves. You ain't doing nothing. You just fucking with somebody else because of what they doing. Which takes me back to the whole Michael B. Jordan situation again, which I gotta go back to because that's the title I put on this live. You worried about this man. This man, he probably got a private jet. This man living his best fucking life. You need to start trying to live yours. He living his best life. You worry about him, man. This man laughing at you. Y'all should really go check out his response to all the backlash he's been getting. Y'all should check that out because really, he was kind of laughing at the women who was like talking shit about him. He brought his friend. His friend was in the background. I guess one of the dudes who went over to Italy with him. There was a particular picture that Michael B. Jordan took with a white woman that wasn't even his woman. He was like, man, y'all getting at me about this chick that I took a picture with, and that wasn't even my girl. That's his girl. And the dude come in and he was like, yeah, man, that was my girl. I love you, baby. Like he was like, they was really having fun with this shit. Like you really mad, like you big mad, and they over here like having a ball, looking at you. And like, look at this bitch. Look at this bitch. She worried about me and she not doing shit with her life. That shit is really funny to them. And as I'm saying that, I'm gonna go ahead and check these comments again. Right, exactly. So in the era of clout chasing, deep in thought, he said they hate those women because they got more clout and they hating on the low. That's exactly right. Because at the end of the day, almost all these women just want attention. So if Amber Rose fucked all of your favorite rappers or your favorite singers that you find attractive, you can't tell me that half the women that be talking shit about them wouldn't fuck those guys too. Like if Trey Songz walked up to him, if Chris Brown walked up to him, they would do the same shit. They would fuck them too. But because they can't, because they don't have the clout, because they don't have access, they hate. They hate because Amber Rose can go places that she can't. You mad because she has access to people that you don't. Well, what you could do is stop fucking worrying about her all damn day. And then if you work on yourself enough, maybe you can get to those places to have access to that you see. That's what y'all want to talk about. That's what y'all want to talk about. You spend all this time hating on her because of what she's accomplished in her life, when you could take that time that you hating on her and work on yourself so you can get to a place where you can have access to those same people. You can go to those parties. You can travel the world. You can go on these vacations. You can do all the wild shit you want to do if you work on yourself. If you work on yourself and get money, you can do all the wild shit that these other motherfuckers be doing, which you really want to do, but because you're not willing to put in the work, you're mad at the people who actually have accomplished these things. And that's the shit that's got to stop. Because the same way Michael B. Jordan and whoever else has also, because there are a lot of other men who have had to respond to this type of backlash as well, man. They just sit back and laugh at y'all. They have fun with it. And honestly, I would too. Now, honestly, I'm probably not going to ever get the backlash that he's getting because I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm not as interested in white women as some of these other guys are. I really love black women, but I might get backlash over something else. I mean, as a matter of fact, I shared a video. It was called I made it. It was actually the last video I made. No, second to last video I made. It was called "How to Know a Man Loves You Despite Having Other Women." Some people I sent that to, they started feeling some type of way. They got upset about it. They was like, "Oh, you just making excuses for not wanting to be with one woman. You just want to drop dick off in different places." Like just going in on a belief that I have. Like this is a belief that I have, and you're upset about that. You're mad over something that I believe, and I ain't nowhere near the level of Michael B. Jordan. Nowhere near that level, and even I was having fun at the fact that those bitches was mad about that. Like, you mad for what? Go get money. Go do something. Go make your own YouTube channel. Like, don't tell me what I need to talk about. Don't tell me the type of shit that you want me to say on my shit when YouTube making these shits is free. They do not charge you to do what the fuck I'm doing. You can get on here and talk. Matter of fact, you can direct a video right at me and say, "This is why Taboo TV is full of shit. He just wants to, be a hoe, and I don't want to be a hoe, you know." And that's a subjective word. But anyway, you can talk all types of shit about me. You can speak against what I'm doing. You can speak against what I'm saying. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do the work that it takes to build their own platform. You want to try to tear down my shit, but you don't want to build your own. Then you just ain't gotta watch the shit. I had to tell one person, I was like this bitch went in. Like she made pages and pages of text that she sent to me about it was actually about how to know that he has good dick video. She felt it was distasteful. And I didn't even read that whole shit. I just responded to her and I said, "My content is not for you." And I left it alone. And I thought, I'm going to delete this message from her because I don't want to see this negativity. But you know what? I kept it. I kept it as a reminder that I'm doing the right thing by being honest about how I feel. Because if you truly honest and you keep it a fucking buck, you keep it 1K about what you really believe, somebody not gonna like that shit. So if everybody likes what you saying, if nobody has nothing negative to say about the shit that you spitting, then you not keeping it 100. Straight up. If you not, if somebody not disliking your video at some point, if somebody's not coming at you like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" that means you ain't keeping it a stack. You're not keeping it a stack. So I kept the message. I also got there's a big YouTuber. Her name is Love Some Montana. She's a beautiful YouTuber. She has a lot of good content. But I had her on Instagram a couple weeks ago going in on me about a video that she made. All I did was take what she said and respond to it. She wanted to become polyamorous. She made the decision to become polyamorous. And I took her video and I took clips of it to show brothers, to show men, and y'all should really check that video out for anyone who hasn't already. I wanted to expose how women are polyamorous by nature. How women, y'all think women just are born to be monogamous, and they're not. Like they have to be engineered to be monogamous. They have to put an effort in to be monogamous because they want to be polygamous just like men. And that's what I exposed by the things that she said. Because she was talking about how what led to her decision was how her previous relationship had ended and how she had started watching She's Gotta Have It. Well, I'm like, well, first of all, watching She's Gotta Have It ain't gonna make you want to do some shit that you don't want to do. Like we watch shows like Power, we watch all type of shows, but that don't mean we want to do the shit that we see in these shows. If you're saying that a show led you to do some shit later on, those thoughts were already in your head. Like those, there were not new seeds planted in her mind that weren't already there. And not only that, when she was talking about the relationship that had just ended, you gotta notice when you watch that video how she didn't talk about what he did. She didn't say shit about what he did. She just said, "Oh, I felt the relationship fading, and I distanced myself for a few months and all this type of shit." Like, it just sounded like she didn't want to do the relationship anymore. Wasn't nothing he did. She just wanted something new. And she even went on in the video to say that she believes in having different people for different things, like having different, people play different roles. Like this dude might not be able to do this for me, but this guy might be better at it. And I'm like, she's saying all this type of shit. And when I'm exposing it, she's going in on me on Instagram. Like I'm saying something that she didn't say. Like I'm putting shit out there that she didn't mean. And as I tried to get her to clarify exactly how I misconstrued what she said, she was never able to do it. And the messages are gone now. If you go on my Instagram now, it's a particular post, but I did take a screenshot of the notifications. So her actual messages ain't there no more, but it's like 7 or 8 straight notifications of her commenting on my post. And I made sure to screenshot that because I know she probably thought about it a day or two later or whatever and was probably like, I don't want him to get no shine off me engaging with. No, I took a screenshot of them of those notifications. It said Miss Montana De Leon, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, just going in on me about the shit that I said about her in her video, which I didn't add nothing to it. And something else she said, man, she was like, she had also said one that she need different people for different roles. She had said that she if she gets she wants here was the other thing. Here was the other thing. I almost lost my train of thought there. I'm sorry, y'all. But she talked about having friends in relationships. She talked about having like male friends, like being in a relationship with a dude, but having male friends. She talked about how she talked about how she hated getting rid of her male friends whenever she got into a new relationship. So I'm like, well, if you was clearly monogamous, if all you wanted to do was be monogamous, you shouldn't have no problem cutting off a dude that you have sexual history with. You should have no problem cutting off a dude that you have a sexual attraction to. You know there's a sexual attraction. You know that you feeling dude. And she even said that these are the type of dudes where if the opportunity presented itself, it would happen. Now, y'all brothers that's in here right now, I want y'all to press one right now if you think it's some bullshit for somebody that you call your girlfriend to have a friend that she has either A, has sexual history with, B, is sexually attracted to. If you think it's bullshit for her to have a friend like that, then you let me know by pressing that one. Now, what I will say though in her defense is that she always cut those friends off. She always cut those friends off. She never tried to keep those guys around. So I give her credit for that. But what she did say was that she hated doing it. She said that she wished that she didn't have to cut those guys off, which told me her wanting to keep dudes around who she has a romantic connection to, like multiple dudes, you polyamorous. You was always polyamorous. You was just fighting it all those years. You was fighting it out of what you thought was respect for your monogamous partner, but you really, if you had it your way, you wanted to be polyamorous. So I really want y'all to check out that video, man. And I'm not shitting on her. She's a great YouTuber. She had way, way, way more followers than I can even imagine at this point, which I hope that changes, which y'all can help me by liking my videos, commenting, man, leave your thoughts. As I'm going to tell y'all right now, for those of you who are on here that are not YouTubers, liking the video and commenting the video lets YouTube know, hey, this is a good piece of content. I'm going to, and I'm YouTube talking, I'm going to suggest this video to other people, who like to view the same type of content. So when they see the likes and the comments and stuff like that, it takes it as this is a good piece of content. This is something that other people want to see. So I really want y'all to like engage with me. I always put the note on my videos to say like, comment, and subscribe because what that does is it helps push the content out to other people. But anyway, that was just a situation I spoke on with her. I've been ranting this whole entire time. I've been on for about an hour. I think I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and wrap this up. But what I want y'all to do is just continue to support me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. I even got a Snapchat account. So if y'all on Snapchat, it's just Taboo TV, no underscores or nothing. TAB 3 O's TV. And y'all can even add me on Snapchat if y'all want to. I kind of get more personal on there. But I'm gonna actually go ahead and wrap this up. I think I'm gonna go in and record some more pre-recorded videos for y'all. I had some people saying that they wish that I was on the camera more. So this is how I'm gonna show y'all my face. I'm gonna show y'all my face through live videos. Uh, I think I'm gonna continue to do my pre-recorded videos the way that I'm doing them with the gifs and just my voice. People respond well to that, but you also have people who want to see me on camera. So this is kind of how I'm gonna serve both. I'm gonna give you more like I guess a radio feel for pre-recorded videos, but I will get on camera for these live videos. So that's how I'm gonna, I guess, try to please both sides. But man, I really don't have nothing else to add. I appreciate everybody who came to watch. I appreciate anybody who's gonna watch the restream. And y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for watching Taboo TV. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Stay tuned with Taboo TV. I'm gonna keep bringing y'all some great content. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace out.